So there we were.
Dan, shut up. Let's
Covered in
start.
butter.
I was
Barbecue
talking about
sauce
D&D,
on the
Andy.
All right, sorry.
So there
I
we
just
were,
assumed that you were
capturing
talking
people in a net.
Yes, so the previous session, you had made your way into Dunmore, and you had mingled with the locals a little bit, and trying to blend in, you guys took on the roles as local adventurers. Not too much of a stretch for you guys. You met up with the local sheriff, who told you that there appeared to be some gruesome murders going on in the area. You guys met Zez, I believe, was the one who managed to recall folk tales of man-beast hybrids, which would come out on the full moon and hunt. And so you guys set off into the mountains to look for some, and you came across a den of werewolves. And we start just as you guys have destroyed the alpha, killed the rest, and except for one, which you have kind of netted and dogpiled.
Bear piled.
Bear piled.
Bear pile.
So yes, what are you doing?
Let's try and knock it unconscious.
Oh yeah, no, I kind of the end of the last.
Yeah, Garo gave it
session,
his
I kind of
potion of go to sleep.
Oh, good. I forgot about
Go to
that.
sleep.
yeah, you fucking did him in.
Oh yes, I'm done. Did I do that? I don't remember actually giving him the potion.
I think you did. I listened to the end of the last thing while I was
All right, fair enough.
editing it.
It was a long time ago, and I've had an accident since then, so I just don't remember.
Head injuries.
By accident, he means he pissed himself.
Don't we all?
Crashing cars is scary.
It is.
It is quite scary. I'll give you that. The airbag went off.
Cool.
Those things stink. Anyway,
I was going to say, Andy, how's this whole stopping digression?
I'm fuming.
oh,
And he just sat there necking a bottle of whiskey.
You're not far off.
I haven't got to go to work tomorrow.
Anyway, come on.
Okay.
Let's fucking haul this bad boy back to town.
Oh, do it.
Okay. Yes. So when you guys,
We're gonna search this dump first.
yeah.
Yup.
I'm going to search him. Does he have anything on him? No, the not Garrow. The
I will
werewolf
search
thing.
Garrow.
The
werewolf.
That boy.
Yeah. So once they have been killed, shortly thereafter, the werewolves seem to revert back to their humanoid forms. So these ones over here return to halfling folk, and this one turns back into a very disheveled looking dwarf man. The werewolf you have captured,
I'll be right back, guys. I just got to shoot off quick.
it still being the full moon and him still being alive, is still in werewolf form, but he is unconscious. So, who is doing the searching?
I will.
Predominantly. Okay, Gork, can you
I will
roll me-
assist.
Okay, can you roll me a investigation with advantage?
Investigation with advantage.
With
This is when
advantage.
I see that I've got an amazing investigation skill. Well, it's +3. I'll take that.
Nice. Okay, yes. So you managed to find.
I did a quick lap. There's a basement and some stairs over here that don't appear to go anywhere.
Did a quick lap. Here's us searching. Whilst fucking Garrow's in the middle of doing fucking sport.
So you managed to find 220 gold worth in raw coin, and you managed to find 15 golds worth or thereabouts in jewelry. Most of it fairly common stuff, but there's the odd nice little bit.
Did you say
Nice.
it was 15 gold in jewelry?
50, I pasted it in.
Oh,
I
15.
think. 220
Okay.
gold, 50 GP.
220 gold. There's 5 of us, so that is going to be a total of 44 each.
Bear is a bear, so split it between us.
I will
please.
take Bear's amount. on
There we
his
go.
behalf.
Problem solved.
And I will use it to buy things for Bear.
Roar, happy bear noises.
What would the happy bear sound like?
As for the 50 in gems, I'm going to give that to somebody. To
I'll
do
be
with
looking
it.
after
Yeah, I'll trust it with the pirate. What could go wrong there?
He's just gonna bury it somewhere and leave maps to it. It's like their natural instinct.
Yeah, so I'll give the 50 golden gems to Garo. Everyone else gets 44 gold, and I keep all the bears for the bit.
Yeah, jewelry.
Lovely. So, you guys loot the place. Oh, sorry, what?
Was there anything down the stairs? Was it-
No, not really. You guys, this is basically, you guys managed to have a really good route around, and it appears to be some kind of abandoned, like, outpost.
That's fine. I was just checking we weren't missing some content. That's all.
Oh, no. You have a good look around and don't really manage. You don't really find anything. You find old papers, but nothing sort of interesting.
Yeah.
in Your eye. Lovely. So, yes, you guys make it back to Dunmore. Since you guys are just beelining it back, and it was not late into the night when you came upon the werewolves, you managed to get back to town just as dawn is breaking. And are you heading straight back to the sheriff's?
Oh yes, I like to imagine his house is on like the edge of a small square, so we can march across the square directly to his front door.
Oh yeah. Like the village is fairly small, so yeah, he's very central.
Dragging our conquest.
Yeah. So as the dawn breaks, as well as you're cresting and coming into the village, the werewolf, as soon as the sun's rays hit it, begins to shrink, and its hair fall out in clumps. And what you're left with is a sorry, rather naked-looking halfling boy who is still very much unconscious.
Halfling, like, boy, child.
I say like teenager.
Okay.
I was going to say, Bear can't go back to prison again.
But yes, you march over to Sheriff Dreyfus's abode, knock on the door, and he pops his head out again, a little bleary. Oh yeah, you guys. Yeah. What? Have you found anything?
Do we just all like step aside and just show him the halfling surrounded
Okay.
by werewolf hair that's fallen out?
Yeah. And he's just like, he takes a second, he's just like, and initially he's just kind of looking around at you guys, and he does look at the boy and does like a bit of a double take and goes, "Oh fuck, Davy!" And he sort of rushes forward and sort of kneels down and sort of like manages to wake the kid up, who just looks around really bleary-eyed. And he begins to cry and hugs Sheriff Dreyfus. He, as a crowd is beginning to form, he kind of just sort of like takes in the crowd and just sort of hurries you guys in, and as well as the halfling boy, and like takes off his cloak and sort of drapes it around him. Once he leads you in, he basically informs you that Davy was the son of one of the families that was massacred a couple months ago, and they just assumed that he had died. But Davy eventually, at first is catatonic, but after a little while seems to find his voice and sort of a bit sadly at first, but then he kind of manages to perk up a little bit. Tells about how he wasn't killed and he woke up in the woods, and then the next month he couldn't find his way out. But the next month he found himself turning and having to follow the orders of the man who was the Alpha. And he is incredibly remorseful, and he basically just keeps going, I didn't mean to. It was I had to. I couldn't do. He made me.
What? The Alpha, was he the one that turned into the shabby-looking dwarf?
He was the shabby-looking dwarf.
Can we describe said shabby-looking dwarf, apart from as a shabby-looking dwarf?
Shabby-looking dwarf.
Well, it was a dwarf, but shabby.
You describe him to Dreyfus, and it takes a little while because mostly you guys just keep saying shabby-looking dwarf at him, and he says like, all right, bit racist, but
that describes them all.
It's all of you. He's a dwarf. You must know each other. He goes, oh fuck, we had some crazy fucking drifter come through town a couple months back.
Was he a short drifter?
Yeah, he was a dwarf, and come to think of it, he was saying stuff like, well, like, I mean, people just kicked him out because, like, you know, times is tough, but
kept saying stuff like, I'm going to turn you all into werewolves.
He did not as such, but he did promise revenge and so on. You know, the usual stuff. But everyone just kind of laughed it off. Landis, I think he said his name was. Fuck. Is that right, Davy? Is that who it was? Yeah, I think it was. He's a crazy bastard. He recounts how he's like, he spent the last few months when he's been in halfling form just having to follow the commands of Landis, the crazy dwarf man, then stealing from town in his halfling form, and then pillaging it in his werewolf form. Sheriff Dreyfus is very thankful for you returning a member of the village, actually alive, back to them. He thanks you for your help in taking down the pack, and especially with sort of Davy giving evidence. He feels no compunction to give you your reward, so he hands over. He says, "All right, it's a little bit more than we usually pay out for bounties, but." I mean, this shit's been important to everyone in the village, and they all scraped together to pay the bounty to attract adventurers, and I guess it worked. So here you go. And he gives you 300 GP. And then he sort of rubs his jaw and it's like, I did promise you something extra if you managed to bring back proof or something alive, and I think this warrants a bonus. And he drops down an extra 100.
Sweet. So again, I'll hold on to Bears. I've got an idea of what I'm going to do with Bears' money. That's why I'm kind of holding on to it.
Is it a waste?
So everybody gets what?
Little Bears.
Everybody gets 80, and I get an extra 160. I get an extra amount.
Sure.
Yeah. What I'm going to do, actually, Ed, is I'm going to store it in my platinum of where I've got this extra money that's Bears. But...
money.
Yeah.
And it looks like you're really wealthy.
It will.
Cool.
So 80 plus, what was it, 50 in the other one, wasn't it? Was it 50? No.
The last thing.
Oh, it's 44, wasn't it? 44 plus 80.
I love how I've successfully just delegated who's in charge of my money.
Oh,
This
I mean,
works. I'm okay with this.
I feel
I'm
like
a bear.
I was quite happy to do it because I've got a really
Oh,
good idea that I've been thinking about for a while. What would be really
Also,
cool to have
it
there.
means in reality you can spend that money and I will have absolutely no way of knowing because I'm a bear.
That's true. But I mean, have you ever known an actor to ever be not really good with money?
No, that's unheard of.
There we go.
I mean, because bears are so much better as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Valid point. Glass
Frugal
house
as a
is
bear
most
is the saying, as we like to say.
Bears are always so thrifty.
Yeah.
So yes, Sheriff Dreyfus has, over the course, you spend the kind of the morning sort of like chatting with him about, debriefing him about all this stuff, and yeah, he basically says, well, I mean, you. So I'll say, I'll talk to the I'll talk to Martha at the inn. I'll see if I can get your rooms for free, but you have our thanks. And you guys have some downtime, basically, whilst you're waiting for the rest of the saints to arrive.
Ooh.
So I'm
Can
saying
I
you
just
got
ask
that
the
week.
sheriff what he's going to do with the werewolf kid?
Yeah, we've not just like glossed over that. Like,
It's
just
just
like,
like-
on it now.
Oh, it's good he's back. He can just go about his business and just be a werewolf.
Mm.
Just like, if you know about it, just throw him in a fucking cage once a month.
Yeah, when you bring that up, he was like, "Oh fuck yeah, we gotta." Oh. He sort of rubs his chin and he says, "Well, I mean, we've got at least a couple weeks until we need to really think, until we have to really come to that. Leave it with me. You guys aren't leaving town anytime soon, are you?"
Depends what you do with the werewolf kid.
Yeah.
We have any reason to stick around?
Aren't we waiting for our whole like mercenary company to turn up here?
Yeah.
I don't think they're coming.
But they
know
might.
that
We
yet.
are an optimist.
We've already been here like 4 days, and it took us 3 days to get here. They've had a week.
Yeah.
Wow, just such a pessimist.
What's
Well, you
the-
haven't
A
actually.
jaded pirate.
Well, you haven't actually gone into town since you've been back.
Yeah.
This is true.
Been here for weeks.
He says, "Just leave it with me. I might have to ask you guys a favor at some point."
We're gonna have to kill this kid, aren't we?
But yeah, so what do you guys? You guys got a little bit of downtime.
Cool. Madre de matar.
I think it's worth investigating the town just to see what this town has to offer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Wagwan.
Wagwan.
What's
Just-
going on?
Okay.
Speaking in some kind of unknown tongue.
That sounds like a Bissell to me.
It does, doesn't it? Kill him. Wait, I
I'm-
speak of Bissell.
I draw my rapier and attack Garrow. I'm kidding.
Whoa!
kidding.
So when you guys get back to the tavern, you do come across Lugo again.
Good old Lugo.
Little scumbag motherfucker.
I have a
Yeah.
shopping at some point when we have time.
Yeah, sure. So he tells you when he sees you guys, like, "Oh fuck, you're here." Yeah, I meant to. I'm trying to find you guys. Yeah, there's been a few more. There's been a few survivors coming in, and what they're saying doesn't sound encouraging. But I guess we gotta wait for the bell. I mean, I suppose. I mean, the captain. at the very least, he apparently made it out alive. He was the one who
He was
made
the one who
room
you
for
thought
everyone.
was dead on the ground, right?
That's the
No,
one,
he was.
I think.
No, he was the one who was like in the thick of it, but wasn't going down. But people seemed to be
Greenstag.
targeting Beldeo Greenstag. That's the
Leo Greenstag.
So yeah, he says, okay, we just gotta hang tight and give it a few more days, I think. So yeah, you guys have a couple days downtime for whatever you guys are doing in this little
Cool.
town.
What does this town offer as like entertainment or
Well, yeah,
like
what kind of size
what
is it as
what
well?
can what do we know? Is there like apothecary? Is there like
So yes, you
plates,
have.
Whorehouse.
enchanted?
So yeah, you guys. So there is the tavern that you guys have been staying at, the Nerves Nymph. That is the main source of like entertainment in the place. So if traveling like bards and stuff come through, that's where they hang out. There's a potion shop, Bertha's Boilables, where you got your potions from the curmudgeonly old gnome woman.
Nice.
Oh, she liked us.
She was boilable.
Wait, did you just decide we should cook her?
What?
Free potions.
And then it's Deb's general store, and where they sell general supplies and stuff like that. This is a small town, so there's not like magic wands and shit in it, but there's some helpful stuff.
I'm gonna go to see what kind of potions I can buy.
Oh, so you're going back to Bertha's?
Yeah, why
okay. So yeah, you come back in. You're greeted by Bertha. It being the daytime, she seems a little bit less grumpy, but not by much. And she just
Turns out
you're back.
she wasn't irritated by us waking up.
Yeah,
Wake her up. She's just like that.
yeah.
Mm.
A little bit. You kind of get the feeling. What? Ah, you made it then, did you?
Yeah, we made it. Not too bad.
I hear you managed to find old Davy. I mean, little Davy. Old Davy's dead. Referencing his dad.
Yeah, little Dabby was
Big
almost
Dabby.
dead too.
Alright.
What potions have you got to sell? That's why we're here.
Let's have a look. So she goes through and pulls out all the stuff. A lot of it is like just like normal
Useless.
just like little like unguents and salves and stuff for colds, headaches, rheumatism, and like sexual performance and things like that. She has an expansive display of stuff on that topic for some reason.
All people.
Who would need? Bear's gonna go have a look at those.
All people be Randy.
She does show you one thing, and she says, well, I suppose for you sort of types traveling around and everything, I've here we how about this? And she like pulls she looks in the back and pulls out like a potion. It's like a thick, viscous green liquid, and she says, "Well, this is quite handy. It's if you're gonna get stung, bitten by anything, this if you think you might go into a situation like this, then this is what you want to take beforehand." And she has some 2 potions of poison resistance.
Nice. How much does that cost?
She like rubs her chin.
You're not asking the right question.
She's trying
How
to do
much that
math.
costs for the heroes of the town who saved
Hey,
you?
but I've got this. Trust me. Don't want to get in the persuasion early. You want to barter. Trust me.
You guys are such drama.
I've
queens.
genuinely, Sam, you've read my mind. Genuinely.
She says 60 gold for both of them.
60 gold for both of them. Appreciate that. Now, how much would it be for somebody who's stopped the plague upon your lands and your village and saved many lives?
Roll some persuasion.
Okie doke. Good thing persuasion's something that I'm good at. Boom.
Fucking hell.
Jesus.
Oh, I'm convinced.
Dang.
Great, you
Bear offers you a discount.
I mean, I do owe old Davy a favor, and you did save little Davy, so I tell you what, 45. We'll call it square there.
Oh, I think that seems quite reasonable. And I hand over 45 gold and then say, I'll be needing some change. Because why not?
She says, how about this for change? And then just like takes it and then like changes it into a big middle finger.
I will proceed to laugh and then just take the potions.
I was expecting to say, and I need a good lay, but we can't all go over one.
Oof.
But yeah, I'll laugh, take the potions, and then just wander out.
So yeah, that is 2 potions of poison resistance.
May I buy a whip?
Yes. You go to the you're able to go to the general store, and yeah, that's something they'd be able to hook you up
May
with.
I watch nervously?
Who else would benefit from poison? Just out of curiosity.
So that'd be like, that's like 2 GP. That's just like a length of leather that's been sort of treated and so on. Have you got the stats for that?
Yeah, it's in the compendium when I drag and drop it.
Cool. Yes. So you have 1 whip.
Whip. Now I need...
Is that whip quite cool?
Cool.
It is a cool whip.
Ooh, actually, may I buy 9 more?
I see no
That is
reason
so
not to.
weirdly specific. Bear looks very nervous.
So I now have 10, yes?
10
I
whips.
suppose, yes.
You can make a cat of 9 tails.
Why would I need 10 for 9 tails?
You have 1 and then 9 tails.
they were-
Come on, Sam, use your head.
It's
They were
a cat
2 gold
10 tails.
They were 2 gold each, weren't they?
Yeah.
Alright. I also have... Okay, no, I think that's all I need for the minute.
I'd be very afraid of the man who walks into a general store, buys 1 whip, and then turns around going, actually, I need 10 of these.
How many whips do you have?
I will take the lot.
So yeah, Garrow basically spends the next few days having ordered several whips from the general store, and the guy's like, I guess, and he just spends like the next few days making whips just for Garrow.
Garrow's kinks and tricks.
Mm. Yeah, he gives you a sidelong glance, but then kind of just like, yeah, whatever, fuck it, he's paying for it.
Can I buy 8 flasks of oil, please?
This is like a
Sure.
puzzle trying to work out what he's building.
Yes, I suppose that would be in total, like, a flask I'm imagining is like a pint or so, something like that. Just like run-of-the-mill, like lamp oil, that kind of stuff.
Yep.
I would say, like, yeah, 2 gold for all of that. Cool. Now, what is everyone else doing with their next few days off? Anything in particular, or just sort of chilling?
I guess chill. Bear will go hunting, I suppose, and
Alright.
happily bring his kills back for the village because Bear's just in it for the thrill.
All right. Better roll a survival check.
Oh Christ, no, that's Lugo, not me. Oh God, that's God. Having to have 2 character sheets open at once is a pain. There we go.
Yes, over the next 3 or 4 days, Bear actually managed to bring in 2 stags, and he quickly those scared glances and people emptying the bar when he comes in bear form have quickly changed, and now everyone loves Bear the giant bear, and children
Yay.
have taken to trying to ride him when he comes into town.
Yay!
Carrying
Risky play.
his,
I respect the children for it.
It's all right. If you get too boisterous, I'll be there waiting with my whip.
You're just basically a big furry tractor ride to them.
Literally, yes. Literally, another bear is going to wander into town and eat like 10 kids.
You're going to go into town and eat 10 kids.
So another bear, not me.
Okay.
A bad bear.
One of the bad ones. Bad apples, you know.
Yeah, so one day, after about 3 days, 3-4 days of just sort of chilling, relaxing, taking your rest after a little bit of a hectic couple weeks, you were taking it easy, like in the afternoon, just like up in your rooms, and there is a massive hollering from downstairs. Over the last few days, more and more of the Lost Saints have been coming in. Now there's probably about sort of 20 or 30 of them sort of like have come in, and it's getting more and more obvious that you guys are sort of connected in some way. But by the time you do come down, there's a man in somehow still pristine armor and fabulous hair, sauntering into the tavern, and you guys are shown see the beautiful visage of your captain, Beldio Greenstag.
I would like to think, as we all see him, I nudge my cohort to either side of me, and in perfect unison, we all just kind of look up, look in his general direction, and go, "Hoo-ah!"
He's
No,
so
Henry.
dreamy.
All the saints like follow suit, and then yeah, there's much jubilation. There's like people freaking out, going crazy, and there's a lot of drinks being thrown around. And
I heard he seduced an earth elemental once with his hair alone. Bear will single-handedly start many rumours about him.
yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, you realize that quickly. It's not even just the saints who are really enthused by Beldio's arrival. It's also the residents of the village, and you learn that he's somewhat of a folk hero here, and he is very much loved. He seems to have done a lot of great things for the people of the village, and yeah, everyone's super jazzed. So what follows is a night of drunken debauchery, I'm sure. And unless you guys are doing anything specific in said drunken debauchery, I suppose we'll skip ahead to the morning. Unless you are.
I'm going to try and cheat and gamble my way downstairs.
Okay. Okay. There's. Let's see. What are you gonna do? You're gonna have to give me are you proficient in any gaming stuff at all?
Oh no, I'm not.
No, that's fine. So the guys are playing Bones, which is like a dice game, and to cheat, what you got? How are you cheating? Are you like using sleight of hand? Are you like trying to like fast talk your way past them, or what?
It depends what the game we're playing is and like what's available.
Sorry, gent.
You know, if I can fast talk my way, then 100% I'm going to try and do that. But if it's sleight of hand, I'm okay with that as well.
You can do so it's bones, but basically it's kind of like liar's dice, basically.
Ooh.
So you can either roll me deception or sleight of hand.
Excellent. Let's have a look. See which one I'm better at.
Deception. I said 4 5s, not 5 5s.
Yep. Cool.
Listen.
Deception. It is with advantage because I'm channeling my inner Andy.
No, you do very well. Manage to clean up a little bit, and you end up about 20 gold richer by the end of the night. So it's getting late into the evening, early into the morning. It's easier to say, and everyone. I mean, basically all the saints are inside the tavern common room, just passed out. But you guys have managed to hold your own over the night. Beldio still seems like just fresh as a daisy. And for the first time that night, he seems to specifically single you guys out. He makes his way over to you all and just says, hello, gentlemen. Yes, well, it's fantastic to see you again. Garrow, you rascal. Herb, you dastardly little old bastard. Gork, Bear, and Zez, you guys
You guys are here.
Yeah, I'm okay with this.
He's always been a little bit weirded out by Bear and Zez, but in a good way. Gork is still a saint, but he's a newer guy. I've heard fantastic things about what you guys have done since all that hoo-ha, what with the Sundered Scale and whatnot. I've got a sensitive matter that I need a small but effective group to take care of for me.
All right, lad. We can fix that for you.
Is
Can I count
it
on
the
you?
werewolves? Because
We can find you a small group, sir.
No,
Oh,
I
hang
heard
on.
about.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
No, I heard about the werewolves, and that was amazingly impressive. How did you take them down?
Murder.
Hitting
I
them.
proceed to tell a really amazing tale that inspires everybody with how we managed to take them down.
So yeah, you
I assume it's just you saying it was pretty amazing.
Now, real
I
question,
can.
we stabbed him real good. It was sick.
in order to
I'm-
do that, does he roll performance? Or
Yes, I
Oh,
would.
this-
Yeah, why not? Yeah, roll me some
or
performance.
is it, or is,
Well,
or
it's-
is it
I'm not-
deception because he's lying?
I don't think
I'm not gonna lie.
It's
I'm just
not
gonna.
a lie. It's
Yeah.
just embellishing the truth and
Like
just
lying.
enhancing. Yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything that's like that
An
didn't
outright lie.
happen. Just to like enhance it. Yeah, I'll roll performance. Boom.
Oh fuck.
Remember, guys.
At this rate, Beldio's going to pay us.
Yeah. I mean, he does kind of pay you, but no, Beldio's like, oh well, fuck me, Jesus, that's 20 foot tall, you say?
Yeah, at least that was just a runt.
Jesus. And you managed to save the young halfling boy. Just amazing, simply amazing. I can't believe how I knew I had a good feeling about you all when you joined the Saints. Yes, this is fate, surely. Yes, well, I know why we were attacked the other night. Something very few people in the Lost Saints know. But my name isn't actually Beldio Greenstag.
Right.
Is it Francis?
It's Francis. No. My name is really Luther Gandowin. And does anyone want to roll history?
Actively
What?
not.
Sorry?
That sounds like a civilized
Does
thing.
anyone want to roll history?
I will, because...
Sure.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Can I roll it as well, or too late?
Actually, wait. I am the knowledgeable character. Behold. Oh God. I'm
yeah,
counting
damn.
on that being lower.
Bear actually manages to pipe up, and Zez actually managed to tell you that Gandalwin is actually the second name of the former Duke of Verador.
How do you guys not know this?
Yeah.
How does Bear know this?
Well done. Well done, Bear. Yes.
Its crest is an eagle riding a dolphin.
Please tell me that's true.
It is now.
Yes.
Eagle riding dolphin. Yes. My father was. It's hard to say. Oh fuck! What was I saying? No. Fuck! What am I doing? Oh no, I was on the wrong page. Sorry. One sec. Yes. My mother was Corellia Gandalwin, the former Duchess of Verador, and when my father was killed in the plague, yada yada yada. Very sad. Very sad. Lots of outside pressure. She had to remarry. Odious fellow by the name of Blauvale. Didn't really take a liking to me. I mean, beatings, a couple attempted assassinations, poisonings, and all that. Had to make a little bit of an escape. So myself and my man-at-arms, who I believe you've met, Crag, managed to escape, and we came into the woods. Well, fuck, that must have been some 19 years ago. And since then, I've been sort of keeping my identity hidden. But my stepfather is now in very poor health. I don't think it's a secret to anyone and that he is in the last days of his life. And so we were actually marching back towards Verador, so I'd be able to claim the throne. But unfortunately, my half-brother Timon evidently sent some mercenaries to spoil our efforts. Now, it's not very well known that I'm still alive, but I fear that if it were to get out before I was able to make it into Verador proper, then what would ensue would be just open warfare, siege, and I'm afraid I do not have the forces for that. So what I need is men on the inside who can work with other people I know of.
Is he
other forces?
Younger brother?
Yes. So he's the younger half brother.
Is he smaller than you?
He's. I don't think I've actually. I mean, he was about 7 when I saw him last. So he's probably grown a little bit since then. But fuck, Jesus.
Because is he Tiny Timon?
You went that way, I went down there.
Come on!
Two very different cultures in this group.
I've already sent some men ahead to infiltrate into Verador, but what I need you men to do is make your way to Verador and meet up with Crag, who's managed to, I'm sure, weasel his way in there. Always been a resourceful sort. How you go about that is completely up to you, but if you know of anyone from Verador who can give you a hand, I mean, that would be most helpful. I'm afraid most of my contacts are probably being watched.
Mm-hmm.
I think we can help you with that.
Smashing.
Smashing round.
So yes, I don't have too many details for you. I'm afraid everything was a bit of a rush, but if you make it to the cathedral in Verador, that's where I told Crag to keep a watch for any saints, and he will find you, provided you make it to the cathedral. Thank you, gentlemen. This is a big task I am giving you, but I think you're up to it.
No problem. I do have one question.
Uh-huh.
With the whole peril, the problem that we've had with the saints, sort of like that thing. What's happening with our sort of salary?
Well, as you can probably imagine, I'm not my assets are not terribly liquid right now.
Of course.
But I mean, if you were to help me restore me to my rightful place as Duke of Verador, then I mean, there are worse friends to have. Would that be fair to say?
No, that's fine. I know it's a sensitive subject, and I don't expect, things to be how they were, but that's fair.
What do you mean you don't expect it? We want a pay rise.
I think if you manage to help me pull this off, I think a pay rise would be putting it extremely mildly.
Excellent.
Well, I'm going to go and speak to the union rep.
There's no such thing as a union in this world,
Keep
unfortunately.
the rich.
Not since
And the poor.
Duke Thatcher a number of years ago.
When Duke Thatcher broke the back of the adventurers' unions.
Baron Thatcher.
He was a bastard.
It was a hard time for us all.
Yeah, all the fucking potion makers strikes hit everyone really hard.
Yeah.
Hello?
Let alone, we don't go into the Dwarven Miners either. For
The Dwarven Miners, fucking trying to get your hands on Mithril 20 years ago. Fucking hell.
Can you imagine a fucking Dwarven trade union? They'd be a nightmare.
Oh, that'd be fucking Teamsters. Yeah.
Make Goblin Trade Union.
Kobold trade.
Yeah, that'd be
union.
the fucking mafia.
God, no.
Yeah, so that is your mission, is to make it to Verador, infiltrate it, and meet up with Crag inside. Now, also, afterwards, Luther, your captain, as you now know him, tells you, meet up with old Dreyfus. He said he could use a hand with something, and I said you guys, you chaps, would be heading to Verador and would be happy to help. So when you manage to meet up with the sheriff, he informs you that he's been doing a lot of reading, which isn't very normal for him, and is completely fucking stumped and don't know what to do with werewolves and all. So he just asks you if you'd be able, if you're heading to Veridor, to take Davy with you. And
Yep, sure. Yeah, we'll do that.
How long is the track?
I want me a fucking pet.
the track. How long does it take to
Yeah,
get there?
I'm just thinking, are we at risk of being traveling with a werewolf when he transport?
So you got some options. He asked you if you can take him possibly to the cathedral in Veridor, and see if a priest would know what to do with him.
We should have like 4 weeks.
So the child wants to be taken to a priest to see what he can do with him.
Yes.
Interesting.
Ooh. This seems the
That's a
wrong
bold
way around,
move.
but okay.
I don't know if I feel comfortable with us doing this, guys. I feel
so-
like we're about to become the baddies.
So you have a couple options. So by land, it would probably take you about 2 weeks marching to get there. If you were to take the river down, it'd probably just take you a sort of 1 week, up thereabouts,
Mm-mm.
to make it to Veridor.
When,
Whilst you've been sorry.
so, does he? Do we know if with werewolves in this universe, if it's at the full moon or if it's?
You
Just
know that,
anywhere in that time.
yes, it is. From what you know, it is the full moon that it comes on, and Davy confirms this as well. He says that for the rest of the month he would be completely normal, except he'd be under the compulsion of Landis. But when the full moon happened, he would change into a werewolf without his want.
Gross.
And he's actually had the sheriff has even had Bronzeworth over, what with being a man of the cloth and all, over to have a look at Davy, and Bronzeworth being a bit of a dab hand at healing and all that, gives it a go, has been giving it a go and been sort of racking his brain, but he has even said that he's stumped as well, and he probably needs a more qualified man of God.
More qualified man of God.
Lads,
I am qualified. God,
we're
ranked.
going to need a boat.
Well, I'm a god on the stage. Would that count?
The sheriff informs you that he's managed to procure a boat for you. It's like a river barge sort of thing. Not the most sleek or sexy craft, but it'll do the job. From some of the fishermen.
I've raided towns and worse.
It might be worth keeping that to yourself there.
Everybody's got their history, haven't they, lad?
Also, not the sexiest of craft, but you wouldn't kick it out of bed, you know. I'd fuck that boat.
Oh, God.
It's got
Whilst you guys
curves.
are all talking about this, it's clear that no one has run this by Davy yet, because he's kind of like, what? You want me to go with them? The ones what nearly killed me?
Do they worry, Boyle? We're real friendly, like.
Are you sure? The sheriff goes, well, it's either that or we have to chain
kill
you up for the rest of your life. And Davy kind of goes, all right then.
You'll be
Bear
fine.
will offer his belly for belly rubs.
You'll have the robot monk to look after yous.
Excellent.
Hey, just follow the metal man, it'll be fine.
Yes, my son. I will. Don't worry. No harm will come to you.
No, that's a lie.
Um,
No lasting harm, maybe, but
lovely. So, are you guys doing anything before setting off?
Barrett's still offering
Does
himself
the
a
boat
belly
come?
rub,
Does
so
the gunboat? Does the boat come pre-provisioned?
No, you'd have to sort out your own provisions. So, for sort of a week's travel, you managed to go to the general store. Between all of you, probably, I don't know, like 5 gold, something like that. Let's put that.
So a gold each then.
Yeah.
oh,
I take it out of Bear's gold.
cool.
So I spend all
I,
my.
I, I left my money in my other trousers.
A bear's per diem.
Is the boat in shop shape?
I will say because of your, you don't have to a seasoned seaman, and you can tell that it'll float. If it was to hit some rapids, it might have a bit of a difficulty, but it should hold up on a normal river.
Is this a normal river?
Does anyone want to do a nature check?
I can do this.
I can assist.
Is that,
Anyone
can I
needs
use
it.
that? Does that count?
I'm a druid. Oh, I suck at it. Fuck.
No, okay, yeah, no, navigator's tools totally work. Yeah, you know that the river between here and Verador is actually fairly gentle. There's a couple spots where it does get a little bit rougher, but you with that roll know where they are, and you would be able to navigate your crew around it.
Nice.
Woohoo!
Lovely. So you will make your way. Oh.
Who's navigating? Like,
I'd probably go with Garrow, the pirate.
that's what I was thinking.
That's
Okay.
Captain Garrow to you, Boyle.
I will refuse to call him
I
captain.
can only navigate by smell, so definitely not me.
I mean, depends where we want to go. If we want to go somewhere that smells really good,
We just want to go to the sea, so follow the salt.
Yep.
That's not how that works. I'm not actually a sailor, and I know that.
So yeah, you guys managed. It takes a few days. You guys camping out on the river edge.
Riverbank
But,
Times!
the river bank, yeah.
Riverside, motherfucker.
Riverside. But yes, on the way in, you managed to make your way to Verador.
Alright, before we even see this place,
Yeah.
Garrow is a seasoned sailor. His first port of call is going to be to find the nearest looking, unreputable but reliable looking scavenger individual and pay them a gold piece to watch the boat.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. No. There's. So basically, when you are getting to Verador, you know that it is. Well, you can see that there is like a port, like a walled-off port, but there are some outer docks. A walled-off kind of marina port
A
thing.
walled off salad, you say?
A walled off port?
A walled off salad.
A walled off.
What's happening?
Walled off.
Walled
Walled
off.
off salad.
Walled off.
A tall dwarf. Got it.
Ah, yes.
I'm so confused as to what I've just missed there.
I don't understand what's going on.
I don't know.
Nobody really knows.
So you're not in the city proper, because the city does have a large, quite impregnable wall around it.
Fuck off.
But yeah, there are some roustabouts even that you managed to pay to look after your barge.
You can tell it's an American salad because they put fucking apple in it and still called it a salad.
Oh god, yeah, that's the one with like
It's like apple, celery, and walnuts, and it's like that's not a fucking
Defend
salad.
your culture, Ed.
And grapes.
no, there's no coming back from that.
I mean, that actually sounds pretty good, to be fair.
Oh, that's the issue.
Oh no, it
Yeah,
sounds
the
terrible.
History of atrocity.
Not bad. Too much celery can ruin it though.
Too
I've
much.
never actually eaten one.
Doesn't-
Celery
Celery's
is disgusting.
I love celery. Bo
Celery.
hates it.
It's okay to be wrong, Ed.
Celery's good with salt.
Ed, it's okay
What?
to be wrong.
Just straight salt.
Yeah, just
Doesn't-
literally cut a bit of celery, shake a bit of salt on it. Really good.
Ed, you're Americans. Have you had ants on a log?
What's that?
Celery, and in like the U shape of the celery, you put peanut butter, and then on top of the peanut butter, you have raisins.
You know,
Oh
that
no, I've never.
It tastes like victory.
Sounds like
It's
diabetes.
a peanut butter and gherkin sandwich.
Oh god.
I
Peanut
mean,
butter
I
and
can't eat it.
cheese.
I knew
but-
somebody who used to have peanut butter and pickled onion sandwiches, and the smell alone made me want to die.
Weirdly enough, smell alone might actually kill me.
It's true.
There you go, Ed.
I mean,
Right.
Like,
Oh god. Lovely. So, you managed to pull up at the docks outside of town, towards like where the slums are. But to get into the actual city proper, you might have to come up with something more creative. So Luther and the sheriff have told you that most likely the town will be in the city will be in lockdown with Timon so paranoid about any lost saints making their way in that they are going to basically just close all the gates, and only those with official business will be let in. Now,
Oh, we should probably
did
take off our
anyone-
big leather jackets that say Lost Saints on the back.
Oh, shit. I knew these were a bad
tunnel
idea.
snakes. Oh, didn't someone have some contact thing?
I believe that was Andy.
I have a contact with whoever I want.
Just anyone? Just what is it? Do you mind?
You, sir, you're my contact now.
The Baron of Verador, please. Operator, get me the Baron of Verador.
Too sweet.
Immediatement.
post haste.
This might be useful.
I have.
Okay.
I
So
mean, I'm sure between us we can make a pretty good impression, right?
Yeah, why not?
okay. Due to when you're in a civilized element, you can get away with minor criminal searches, refusing to pay for food at tavern. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Oh,
Okay,
mine's
go
just
for it.
mine's just like a hidden message thing. It's not useful. Ignore that.
All right, no worries. So yes, you manage. So yeah, in the slummy dock area, Herb, you are able to ask around, and you find out where your mate is. He is actually around. If you wanted to meet up with him, what was his name?
Timon.
Keith.
Keith.
I'm so surprised it wasn't Randy Newman.
I am pleasantly surprised.
Keith.
Keith.
Keith Randall
Keith, or
Newman
is it-
is his full
No.
name.
Actually,
Keith Chegwin.
Keith the criminal. That's what they call him.
actually, his name is this.
Criminal Keith.
Tim Jim.
Tim's lips.
What's that from?
Ash, it's Tim Lips.
What?
It's Tim Lips.
What is happening?
Tim Lips has made an appearance in our game. And he's like, what's his name? It was like, oh, what's his name? Is it Keith? And he was like, Keith. He was like, wait, no, I can go better. His name's Tim Jips.
What is happening?
I am still trying to. What? I've like Googled it and it still doesn't tell me.
Yeah, Googling it won't return anything.
What is it?
It's a
Just some
cousin.
stupid shit that happened on Saturday night where Tom and Andy started saying stupid names. The last one I said that was for some reason the funniest was Tim Jips. We weren't even drunk. I don't know why.
Sure, why not?
I wasn't saying that.
Apart from Tom.
Tom was pickled.
Old Tim Jips.
Wait, you're saying that Tom was drunk at a social event?
Wait, I have to leave because I will
I
cry.
understand.
Ash was literally crying with laughter.
And what is Tim Jips? Is he a
Tim
human?
Jips-
There was
Tim Jips-
literally no explanation as to who or what he was. It was just a guy called Tim Jips.
No, Tim Jips did pretty good garlic dip.
Oh yeah, Tim Jips did great garlic dip.
No,
Tim
for his
Jips
garlic.
dip.
That's the only reason that
We're
your
not really
character
giving
knows
Ed much to work with here, are we?
What is he? Is he
He
a
won, he
human?
won a prize. He had we googled his name and he had a picture, and the guy was holding like
He's
a.
a garlic
Tim-
elemental.
Tim Jips is he works in the docks,
Yeah.
loading cargo.
No, he doesn't load cargo. He sweeps up after the guys who load cargo.
Okay, he's a dock worker.
like
He's a
like
low
that.
grade dock worker,
He's like a janitor. He just fucking follows everyone.
and
No one really knows who pays him, but he always comes back.
yeah, and he sings to himself a little bit, but he knows
He
what's
knows
going on.
everything.
All right.
He knows everything about
He knows all
everyone.
the names of all the boats and who captains them and
Who's,
Okay.
who's been
where a
in,
lot of them are headed. And
He's
Listen,
like a fucking train spotter of the fantasy world.
pretty much.
Okay.
he's the eyes of the docks.
Okay, yeah. So you ask like the first, like literally the first guy you ask is like, oh, Tim. Oh yeah, no, he's just a little ways over, like a block or two over. He's sweeping up. Yeah, no, just go check him out. He's over there. And you managed to you head over. You managed to find old Tim Jips and.
Oh, wait, Ed, can we hang on?
Yeah.
I have a suggestion.
it-
It's a bad idea. Oh god. Oh, for God's sake.
All the imagination. Tom just said it, and we just started crying with laughter. It's not even funny.
Is that why Sam crashed?
Oh yeah, we're just like
This was,
mid-drive.
no, this was before.
This is it. Finally confirmed.
Wait, before Sam crashed, you were out drinking. Is this on the same night?
No,
This is why we know
So
it's
Sam
Sam's
crashed
fault.
while he
No,
was drinking.
Friday night we went and got Chinese, and
Yep.
then Saturday night we went over to Tom's there for Tom's birthday.
Wait, when did the crash happen?
Friday night.
Oh, okay, right. So it was
Sam
after the
zero
crash.
on the breathalyzer.
Did he actually get breathalyzed?
Yeah.
Yeah,
he was zero.
of course he did. Sam crashed in a really embarrassing and poor driving situation, and then they
It
were like,
was-
"Well, you
it
must have
was-
been
I
drunk."
would have
Completely
assumed
his
he was
fault.
drunk. You're not wrong.
He started to turn, and I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
And then you realised, oh no, that puts him in the way, so yeah.
You're right there, Tim. Oh, no, I'm Tim.
Sounds
Oh
like one
my
of Andy's
God.
friends, doesn't it?
That's why they pay me for sweeping, not for talking.
Occasionally frustrating.
They
How
pays,
you doing, old boy?
they pays me to sweep, not to sleep.
That's how it works. Oh shit! Who are you? Ah, you're that Firebrand fellow. No, don't tell me. The Storm Crow. That was your. You used to sail with them, didn't you?
Aye.
All right. Well, don't get your types down here too often. You usually see your folk up in Icewatch. Hope you're liking the South.
Garrow's just gonna put a finger to his lips and be like, without a word, just like,
All right.
Bear is very excited. Going to be like, do me next. Guess my name and where I'm from. Go.
Are you in bear form?
Yes.
Are you? I mean, he's a little bit taken back by the fact that you're a talking bear,
Yeah.
but he's seen some shit. So he's. Are you Barry?
I'm Bear. Yeah, he got it.
Ah,
That was good.
see, I knew it. I have a sense for these things. And your friend there, is he? Is his name Elephant Man?
Oh, probably.
Whoa, stay now.
Whoa, that's a bit racist.
Tim Gyps is
Bit
from a
early for
different
hate
time.
crime.
Just a little bit of Eldritch Magics on the fingertips there.
Yeah, Tim Gyps is uncomfortable at family gatherings.
I got that impression.
But he says, "What can I do for you, Herb?"
Well, I don't know what we're supposed to be doing because I disappeared for a while.
Sorry.
Yeah, you did, didn't you?
Fill in. You need to get into town, do you?
Yeah.
That's us, I.
Quietly.
Yeah, well, of course, because you were the Green Stags boys, the Saints. Yeah, I don't know what they did, but they're not the most popular around here now. They've said there's a bounty on anyone who wears the brand of the Lost Saints. So yeah, you're going to want to be a bit careful. I don't think going in the conventional way is going to be the best one for you.
Herb's going to put his arm around old Timmy.
Yeah.
Be like, so what are you going to do for us then, Timmy?
Well, I have one condition.
Go on.
I'm not crawling through a fucking sewer.
Well,
That's unfortunate.
Herb's going to turn back to Timmy and just sort of wink.
Well, it's actually tall enough to walk through, so it's fine.
it is a very spacious sewer now, I will have you know. So I will guarantee you're not gonna find any, and I tell you, any guards or watch down there at all. There's some for some reason the watch don't like going down there.
And what about alligators?
Oh, definitely no alligators. Definitely no
Crocodiles?
alligators. Crocodiles? No, not that I've seen.
You seem less sure.
This does sound a lot like a trap.
I'm in.
Zez, do you want to do an insight check?
Yes.
I will do.
Go for it.
Oh dear.
Never mind then.
Oh dear. I mean, I think mine was a critical success.
He seems pretty on the level. Gork, yes. Check your messages.
Okay. I don't think we can. No, I'm kidding. I think we can trust him, guys.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Wait for nightfall, and then you make your way over there. The openings, just if you come off the pier here and swing underneath, there's a little grate you need to squeeze through. But if you get upstream enough, then eventually you'll come to some drier land, and you can make your way in. Follow that for about an hour. It twists and turns a little bit, but there's not too many branches, and you'll start coming upon some manholes, and then it's just a case of picking your point to come up for air.
Can I ask Tim if he knows if he's got like a map of the sewer or a map of the streets, or if we can get one, so we know.
Well, like I says, the sewer. I'm afraid I don't have a map, brother. map for that. The town.
But you can get one, old boy.
I mean, not quickly. I'd have to get someone to make one, and the people who hang about in them sewers, I don't know if they're the most sound of mind. Is the only problem. But map a town, I could get you summon.
That's all right, lad. You won't need a map if you're gonna show us the way.
Oh fuck! All right, Tim Jips is oh fuck! Now I've got a character sheet for him.
I got to use this Tim Jip situation right now.
He doesn't. He can just run away at the first line of combat. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. That's fine. He says, okay, yeah, I don't want to be on. He like turns to Herb and is like, okay, fine. Your half orc fella does a little bit of a reputation not for being the most friendly to people what crosses him. So I'll be your guide. I've been there once or twice.
Never thought I'd be guided through a sewer by Jack Strawbridge. Dick Strawbridge, sorry.
Dick Strawbridge.
Who's Dick
Hello?
Strawbridge?
I have no idea.
Proper
You don't know
job!
who Dick Strawbridge is?
No.
Why would we know who
Fucking-
Dick Strawbridge is?
He is the captain of the Tash.
You are not helping.
Dick Strawbridge. Look at this Tash. This is a strong Tash.
I've just gone and looked him up. That is a strong moustache.
Tell me that's not a strong Tash.
Oh wow. That's a
Catchphrase.
fucking
Pro-
trash.
Catchphrase. Proper job.
I'm now feeling woefully inadequate with my moustache. So.
Is it even a moustache if you can see your mouth?
Well, I hope so. Otherwise, I got nothing.
Yeah.
He must wake up every morning and think, fucking hell, look at my moustache. Look at this fucking thing.
Yeah, he has to wake up at 5 a.m. every day because it takes several hours to actually do anything.
Isn't he the world record holder for mustache?
No, he's not. No.
No
For
idea.
the best looking
Look, just
mustache.
admit you want to fuck this man in his moustache. Okay?
Not the man,
he's,
just the
um,
mustache.
He was a Scrap Heap Challenge champion.
He was a major in the
Oh,
army.
okay.
He was a major in the army, and then he.
Yeah, but the
now
scrap
he's-
heap challenge is what we care about, Andy.
It's
Now he just started
it's the
doing
real
cool shit.
deal. Cool. Yep.
Tom's met him.
Oh fuck.
Tom met Dick Strawbridge.
Tom was doing job. They did a thing for Channel 4, and with Dick Strawbridge and Cousins Cranes were like doing some stuff.
Wait, doesn't he just burn buildings sometimes?
No, that's fucking.
That's Andy's
Fred
other mate.
Dibner.
Who?
That's you can't get Dick Strawbridge and Fred Dimner
That's
confused.
Fred Dibner, man.
You really
Fred
can.
Dimner's the one who Fred Dimner's the one who burns down buildings for the fun of it.
Look, Andy wants to fuck both of them. I can't be expected to keep track.
I mean, they're from different.
I
they're
saw
one-
Vic Reeves yesterday
You saw who?
in Clackett Lane Services.
You saw who?
Vic Reeves.
That is actually a famous person. I'll give you that.
Yeah, he was getting a McDonald's in Clackett Lane Services when I went in for a pee.
Wow.
Did you
That's
say
what
hello?
happens when you piss in a McDonald's.
No, I didn't say hello.
Cool. So, yes, night descends. You meet back up with Tim Jips. He leads you over to the edge of the pier, or the jetty, where he does a quick
Tim
check.
Jips. Strawbridge.
Well, I've already I made him a thing from what I just googled Tim Jips and got the first picture.
No.
I just got the first picture I could find.
Yeah, no, fair play. That's better. I'll give you that.
Um,
Oh, it's beautiful.
that's Tim Jips. It's canon.
I
I like the idea of someone who's just known for sweeping up, but still turns up to work in a suit. Alright,
Wait a
dress
minute,
for the
I like
job
it.
you want.
Dress for the job you want. Yeah.
Yeah, dress to impress. That's why everyone loves old Tim Jips. That he's a snappy dresser. He can sweep like a motherfucker. Garlic dip just like you would never believe.
Invite him to every bacon.
We need to invite him to Sam's next birthday thing. I think that's what we need to do.
Definitely.
This guy's-
This was our interpretation of when we typed Tim Jips in. We found this, but I can't remember how we spelt it. But that's that is Tim Jips.
Is that him winning an award for garlic dip?
I've seen that image before, Andy.
Yeah, where was that? Was that higher up here?
Have you put that in the shit talk chat?
Yeah.
Oh right, I thought yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we posted that on Saturday night when we were talking about it.
Oh right, okay. Is Sam back?
Hmm? Isn't there Sam gone?
No, he's grabbing a beer. So yes, you guys. Fucking hell.
Okay, now,
God, did not need that. That hurt.
my feeling.
So he checks the coast is clear, and before sort of nimbly swinging down underneath into the rather viscous goo. That is underneath the jetty. Not actually fully having to swim in it. It's kind of up to your chest when you get in there, and he leads you through. There's an old. It leads you. You eventually come to a stone opening, which leads you to the sewers themselves. There's what was a grate, but a lot of it is kind of rusted through, and even Bear and Zez managed to kind of squeeze the way through with a little bit of pushing and shoving, and make your way into the sewers.
Dun, 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 dun.
So you guys set off. So you guys.
Like, Harry Potter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it
Oh, well, like
does.
prisoner of. Oh, what? No.
the
Chamber of
Chamber of
Secrets.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah. Crossed with a
No,
Necron.
no, not sure. So just to briefly remind you, you do actually. So there is you guys, Tim Jips, Davy, the little halfling boy, and Bronzeworth.
It
would
makes
be
me
one.
uncomfortable that we constantly refer to him as the little halfling boy, particularly as we're quite often keeping him in a net.
Are you still keeping him in a net?
Can't
Oh,
be too
100%.
safe.
Yeah.
There- Okay, who has the net?
I assume it'd either be me or Bear.
Okay, Bear. Okay.
Oh, wait, am I not trusted with the little halfling werewolf?
Well, the only reason why Bear is because he's a bear, and me because being a bugbear, I'm super strong when it comes to lifting and carrying things.
Strong
I
boy right
want
there.
a pet werewolf.
All right.
Strong.
Yeah. No. Whoever wants to hold on to it.
In our gang, if you're hairy, it makes you strong.
Correct.
It's true.
I mean, that is quite true.
The amount of
Actually.
hair is directly proportional to your strength.
Ah,
Yeah, I mean, to be
suck
fair,
it.
Zez is surprisingly not that strong for a big elephant boy.
Giant elephant is like, whoa, hang on.
He's doughy.
Got no fur, no strength.
I have had
Yeah.
a very soft existence.
And I think
Um,
he is relatively hairy because he's more mammoth than elephant.
All right. Yeah.
Well, that's an old image.
It's about to come like an awkward race conversation when we realise that we didn't know the difference between an elephant and a mammoth.
Um,
Oh,
Cool. So, as you guys are heading through, can you? So yeah, you set off. So the first sort of 20 minutes or so passed without too much of an issue. Can you guys roll me some con saves? All right. Zez passes. Bear passes. Garrow passes. Gork passes.
That
Off.
actually should be higher. I need to sort out my con saves. Sorry.
Why should it be higher?
One,
Because
two-
that's
oh,
not
all of you.
applying my proficiency modifier. That should be a 20.
I have.
Yeah, he has. Got a 20. Yeah, so you guys have all passed. It is ungodly smelly in here. But you guys have smelt much worse. You guys are seasoned. Well, some of you are seasoned veterans.
One of you's
of
an
many
actor.
battles. One of you is an actor and has been to some grimy fucking
Yeah.
taverns in his
Mate,
day.
when you're learning to be an actor, you perform anywhere you get the fucking chance to, mate.
Yeah. When you're just gigging.
Bet it smells worse than one of your shits after I cut it down here.
Davy is looking a little bit green around the gills. Bronzeworth seems completely unfazed.
I mean, to be fair, I said worse than your shits after a curry.
It's probably on par. Yeah. So what's the order? Who's going where?
I
I know the
will
way.
go in the middle.
So Gork's
I
in the
will
middle.
go at the back.
Zez is in the back.
I
I'll
will
wander
be
with,
excited to be involved.
I'll wander
Yeah.
with Tim Jips having a chat.
I'll be near Gork in case it gets dark.
So Garrow's up front. Tim Jips and Herb just behind that. I would say Bronzeworth just next to Gork in the middle, and Zez and Bear at the rear. That sound about right?
Yeah.
Good.
Sure.
Cool. Garrow and Zez, roll me some perception checks.
Oh,
Whilst this is going on, Ed, what
Yeah.
I would like to take the time to do is tell a inspiring story.
Uh-huh.
I haven't got anything that's going to work for this environment from my scripts, but it's fine. Just an inspiring story that does this.
You spend 10 minutes inspiring fair sure they will fight when you do so. Temporary. Okay, yeah, shit, nice.
Yeah, so everybody will suddenly gain a lovely 8 temporary hit points.
Nice.
yeah.
Okie dokie.
That was a good story.
Yeah, so as you guys are walking, you're noticing there are certain creatures. There are no alligators or crocodiles, like Tim Jip said. He's true to his word. There are rats. There are sort of insects and all sorts of creepy crawlies down here. But yeah, you're able to avoid sort of the more nasty looking ones. After a while, Tim leads you, is showing you down, and then eventually you come. Actually, I'll say what happens is as you are walking, Zez.
Uh-huh.
Let me just check something. Actually, GM. Does a 24 hit?
No.
You suddenly, as you're walking, feel yourself entangled in a sticky mass, and you are now restrained. You're not sure where it came from. And with that,
Guys, I stepped in something.
wait, what we're going to do actually is we're going to come here.
Cool. So before we've already hit... Oh, never mind. We need to put our things down.
Yes, so pop them up here in the top left.
Should we
Well,
be able
actually-
to see all of it, or?
Yeah,
Okay.
I haven't put anything on it. Let me find Tim Jips.
Oh fuck! Sorry.
Oh Jesus! Oh fuck!
Ooh, I like this map. It looks like Borderlands.
Oh yes.
It does look a bit like Borderlands. Why
I was
is he
about to
so
berate you
far
for that,
ahead?
but you're not wrong.
Sorry, just moving him.
Oh, fair enough. I was going to say, like, fucking hell.
Yeah, there might be combat, so he
Ego.
fucked off.
Where is Garrow?
Do you want us to roll initiative? Well,
Yes, if you can.
Wait, you need a token for me.
Yes, please.
Souls.
Yeah, so you were up front. I mentioned you roughly about there.
solid bear initiative there.
As always, Bear has the initiative of a statue of a bear. Oh, hey,
I'm mentioning.
Hey, we were up there.
Yeah.
Excellent.
we're just chatting.
Bear's still just reeling after that story that Gork told.
Oh, tell me more.
Tell me more about the magic bear's friend.
We are just talking about how we're different types of bears. It's like,
Uh-huh.
So, I'm a bugbear.
You're a bear.
I am convinced Bear is actually a bear that learnt how to be a druid and just occasionally takes tiefling form as a joke.
I rolled a 2.
And you got a 9. Dang.
Oh, initiative, yeah.
Sorry, I rolled
4,
a.
even.
I got. Oh no, I rolled a 4.
Ooh.
Cool.
Oh, mine didn't log in the.
Mate, we are clearly too busy listening to Gork's story.
You got
Apart from Zess, who's like, I stepped in something, guys.
Andy.
Help.
Ah,
You got to hit and select your token before you press initiative.
so I get another go.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, look at that!
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh, even better.
Herb.
Ed, can I have that one, please?
Nah.
too late.
What's done is done. I mean, to be honest, everyone did pretty ass there.
Yeah, I'm still second.
I did all right.
I think you just did less shit than everyone else.
That's all right.
Yeah, no, I'll give you that. Oh, of course, the fucking NPC gets fucking.
Whatever that is. Lovely. So there's going to be I suppose that was the surprise round, that attack, but the unseen. What happens first is you see a very large spider drop from the ceiling, right about there.
Oh, hello.
And he is going to take a little chomp out of Zez. Gonna have a little...
Does instantly get webbed?
Yeah, I got the webbing triggered the combat, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, none of you guys managed to. None of you guys were able to see. Oh, that's woofy. That's a crit. A 25 hits, I imagine. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, that'll be a grand total of 12 piercing damage.
Yep.
And
Get advantage.
15 poison damage.
So that's 27 total.
Yes. And make a con save. You
Nailed
pass.
it.
Real good. You feel a wash of venom go through your system, but you manage to shrug it off. Yes, so it is Zez.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the spider
Go for it.
because I have imagination. Can I have advantage because we're stuck together?
I would say no.
Is the spider not in his web?
He is, but he's quite happy getting around in his web. He likes it.
Stupid spider.
Yeah, I'm afraid that's a miss. Oh no, sorry, the first one does hit. So that's 10 damage. He did not like that.
Good.
he was
Yeah,
not
that's
very happy.
my turn.
Yep. Garrow.
Alright. So, in the week or so I've had since I bought my mini whips,
Oh god.
I have taken the time to soak each one in a flask of oil.
Uh-huh.
So, if it's okay with you, I'd like to take a bonus action. Light one up.
Yeah.
That explains why I bought 10. Does explain
Huh?
it. That does explain why you bought 10 whips.
Exactly, because they're not going to last.
Hang on.
Once I've set them up.
Probably not.
And then I'd like to, well, I guess, can I see any other spiders now we're aware that they're around? Is there any more floating about that I can see?
Roll a perception check.
Yeah,
Okay, yes. There are some spiders.
there are some.
There is. On the ceiling, you can see.
How high is the ceiling, by the way?
It is. Very good question. It is about 20 foot. No, not 20 foot, sorry. About 15 foot above you.
Okay.
It's quite high here. There's, the more like closer to the city area. So there is one there. One here. One there. And
Daddy-o.
That one's bigger. That one's different.
significant. Oh, not that big. Yes, there is a bigger one that was hanging out over here.
This does feel a lot like Chamber of Secrets. A lot of spiders.
I'm excited for the giant snake.
Yes, you managed
If
to
the
see
spiders are
them.
going to kill me this bad, I don't want to fight a snake.
Do you point them out to the rest of the party? I imagine.
I do. I will holler in distress.
Start shouting above. Alrighty. That is fine. Cool.
All right, and now because I've used my bonus action, I've only got one action. I can't double attack. But given he's on the ceiling, I imagine I could probably only reach him with my whip anyway.
You could probably hit them with your whip, yeah.
So I will strike him down with my flaming whip.
22. Which one?
I mean,
This
the
one?
one next to me.
Yeah. Yep. 22. That is a hit. So that's four damage.
And I think I can kill any person within melee range. I can sneak attack him.
I suppose he is in melee range, so yeah,
I mean,
can't see why that's
this
not.
is up to you. What? Okay, so there's a text.
Something that you can add your critical bonus to your initiative. In addition, you don't need advantage on your attack roll to use your sneak attack if no creature other than your target is within 5 feet of you.
It's an awkward one.
So I would say Tim Gyps is within 5 feet of you.
He's not a creature. He's a player, or a creature is like an enemy, isn't it?
If no, but I would say, but then. So then it doesn't. So then it doesn't matter if you're being attacked by bandits.
Creature is literally anything. So I should have moved there before I did that.
Okay, yeah.
I was misled.
Don't you mean that you misread?
I'll
I fucking doubt
I
it.
will say, you would have been, as a seasoned rogue, you would have been aware of that. So you can. I will let you. Yeah, retrospectively. But, yeah, but just you'll remember it for next time. Yes. So roll that sneak attack.
Woohoo!
Oh, 12 damage. Nice. He did not like that.
If possible, I'd like to knock him to the floor. But not.
I would say you were. Is there anything? There's nothing in the description about whips themselves about that, is there?
I think. Can you grapple people? You know what? I'll look at it and tell you next time.
Yeah, that's fine. Cool. It is Bronzeworth. He is going to run over here. And just go, oh dear, I'm very. Let me see if I can help you with that. And he is going to just fucking punch that spider. Where is it?
What is he? Like,
He is a monk.
like race-wise.
He's
Is
a
he
warforged.
I thought so.
Yeah.
But he's like a small one.
He's just a normal humanoid-sized one. But yeah, he's gonna fuck that thing up.
Warforged, very vulnerable to lightning. Hard way.
Allegedly.
And he's gonna take another attack. And he's gonna fucking kill that thing. And then he's gonna use. He would use his flurry of blows on that, and he would use some of that to heal Zez for 15 points of healing.
Ooh. Thank you.
But that's going to be his turn. Herb.
Right. I am gonna attack this little fucking shit fuck.
Yeah.
With my I don't get sneak attack, do I?
No, because none of your companions are within 5 feet of it.
Here they are.
Yeah, that one's on the ceiling.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
You should give him an icon if they're on the ceiling.
That's a good point.
Huh?
I shall do that.
Are they all on the ceiling? Or is anyone?
Except
Except the dead one.
except the dead one, yes.
Alright, well, I can't do anything really other than.
You can shoot it, I suppose.
How high is the ceiling?
About 15 feet.
15 feet. Okay, can I use the bear as a hop up to like jump up and slash at it?
I am willing to assist with this.
Make a acrobatics check.
I really want this to work. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you managed to hop up. And you're gonna just sort of melee attack it then?
Yeah, I'm just seeing if I've got. Yeah. Yeah. No, attack fucking thing. Oh yeah.
Jeez.
Oh. Oh, dang.
I think.
Oh, I think I might have probably hit.
I think that hits. No sneak attack damage that I know of, but you fucking hit that thing real good.
Then can I drop?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Huh?
Is Andy on top of Bear?
I thought there was like a leap kind of
Oh,
thing.
right.
I mean,
How tall is Bear?
How tall is Bear?
These are all questions.
How tall is a very big bear?
I'm looking this up now.
I'd say if he's 10 feet tall, then he's probably within 5 feet of the spider.
Fuck it, yeah, sure. Sneak attack.
Which one's Andy?
Jacob
Yeah.
Brevity.
Also,
So
I'm also
bears
like
are about
7
4 to 5 feet long and have a shoulder height of about 3 feet.
That's when they're on the ground, though. If you stood up on your hind legs, then.
I'm looking it up now.
I mean,
There's got to be more stuff.
I'm 7.5 feet tall as well.
Yeah, let's just say, yeah.
so I'm getting.
Roll that double sneak attack damage.
Yeah.
So I get 3d6.
Yeah, twice.
You get
Because it
66.
was a crit. Yeah, it's dead. Yeah, so fucking Herb just like
Raw cool
circus
wins
flips
again.
off of Bear and then just skewers this fucking thing on the ceiling. And then drops gracefully down to the muck.
And then I wanna, as I jump down, I wanna dance like that frog in a top hat with a cane, singing "Hello, Molly, hello, Molly."
Hello,
Oh my God.
orangutan, yeah. I will allow it. Lovely, Bear.
Bear. Right, well, as the thing Bear was planning on hitting is dead, Bear will do the only sensible thing and rage.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, guys.
I'm
Oh, let's see.
D8, isn't it?
Andy, is that meant to be a gift?
just remember though,
No.
guys. Everybody has 8 temporary hit points just in case.
Not anymore. I got bit by a
7.
spider.
7 is shadows weave around your weapon. I've got throwing arms.
Oh,
My weapon deals psychic damage. It's light and thrown. Yeah, cool. I now have an attack range of 20 feet.
That's really, really well timed.
It's really well timed.
incredibly well timed.
It's like swing up, like take a
I
nap.
guess.
on the floor.
Yeah, I guess Bear will attack this one that's within attack range.
Yeah. Roll
I
it.
guess. These are reckless attacks, by the way.
That's a hit. That's a hit.
Fucking devastating, man.
That's a kill.
Excellent.
One
That
shot.
will
One kill.
that will end Bear's turn, I suppose.
Wow.
And at that point, my teeth and claws come flying back into my body.
I would imagine it's kind of like like a shadowy like ripple that kind of
Yeah,
you like
that makes
throw
sense.
shadows that rip the thing apart.
Not my teeth fly out.
Yeah, you just stand up, kind of flail your bare arms about, and then these black shadows just fly out and slice this thing off in half on the fucking ceiling, and the goo kind of falls down and sort of covers Garrow.
Guys, I'm a bit weird. Yeah, that's the end of my turn. I
Fucking hell.
suppose.
Awesome. Gork.
Cool. So I'm going to look up at these two bad boys, and because if we check snapping to center, they are within a 20-foot.
I would say so, yeah.
I would use Shatter, which has 10-foot radius, put it in between the middle of them, and to hell with the consequences of the structure. But fuck it, why not? Here we go.
What is it? A con save.
It is a Constitution save.
So the normal giant spider fails. He takes a 19 damage. Oof.
I feel like that was an oof because he only had 20 HP.
No, he has a little bit more. The queen spider.
The queen.
Rolls. What was the DC? 13. Passes. 13. So is that half damage then?
I will check. I've got a sinking suspicion. It's half much damage. Not successful.
Okay, so she takes 9 damage.
I'll add that in.
Cool. Absolutely fine. Anything else you're doing?
I think for the moment that's going to be it.
Alrighty. At the start, so Zez, before your turn, the giant spider, having seen some of its young killed and seen all of this prey, kind of get all up in its business. It's gonna point its bulbous abdomen at all of you, and gonna fire a massive stream of web just at all of you. That's a bad one. Does an 11 hit anyone?
No.
Yes.
Nope.
Fucking bear.
Bear, you are restrained.
Hooray!
You
Welcome to the club.
And yes, Zez, you may go.
Well, I am going to take a leaf out of Gork's book and cast Shatter.
This is when we realised that me and Zez are just the same character.
Just about there.
About the same place.
Have a different gift for that.
Okay, so the standard giant spider passes, but he still dies.
Yes.
The spider queen fails and takes the full 14 damage. So she gets, I'm going to say, because of the successive shatters and one of the...
You slay! You
flag. Then she actually falls to the ground and gets hit by a bunch of the rocks, which does that damage. So she is grounded.
Do the rocks restrict her movement at all?
Not right now.
Okay.
I'm just going to use my bonus action to swear at the giant spider, and that'll be my turn.
I'll allow it. The giant spider will. Let me just roll something real quick. Garrow, it seems to lock all of its eyes on you and scuttles over, having seen you covered in the organs of its young.
Garrow's response in the chat.
Have you guys done that?
Oh yeah.
And I'm Dave.
I haven't done that for a while.
You're my wife now, Dave.
And is going to take a chomp at you,
Fuck you, Dave.
and is going to do. Does an 18 hit?
Yes, Dave.
It is going to do 10 piercing and 8 poison damage. And can you make me a con save?
Constitution save.
So many
You pass. You're all
of the
good.
Queen with Donald Trump's face.
Absolutely fine. That will be its turn.
You will not live to regret that, Dave.
Cool. Lovely. Yeah, Garrow, your turn.
You're my wife now. Alright. Just getting fucked. Alright. Here's a question for you. And this is so. As written, there are no rules for grappling things with this. What's
I
your...
will say. Oh, what with a whip?
Yeah.
I will say you can either try and attack it, so that's going to try and be like the snap and hit it, or you can use the whip to basically make a ranged grappling attempt.
Right, so I can do one or the other, but not both.
I would say either or, because I would imagine that in my mind, the mechanics of doing either or are different.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah, like the kind of thing you do to wrap it around it wouldn't.
Yeah, is like Indiana Jones wrapping it over is different to like when he like hits someone with it.
Fair play.
Yes, go for it.
Ooh. Alright. So I'd like to try and grapple it with my whip.
Yep.
Like around its neck as much as it has one, I guess.
Yeah.
How do I roll that?
Roll a strength check. Because
Right.
basically you're just doing a strength check to grapple it, essentially. You're just using the whip to do it. It's an athletics check, isn't it?
You can dex grapple too, I think.
Okay.
Dom?
What?
Dom chimes in, suddenly has to realise he has to think.
Pass.
Grappling. Let me double check. 5e.
Yes, so or you can make a strength athletics check or an acrobatics check.
Okay. I'll allow it. Go for it.
But they get to choose what they can test with, so I can choose either and they can choose either.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
That's not as good as I hoped.
24.
Oh,
Sorry.
Motherfucker.
It's quite dexterous. This nimble little spider queen.
If I had an advantage, I would have pulled it off too.
I would have gone away with it too if it weren't for that meddling spider queen.
Alright, I'll just stab him in the fucking face from the cutlass.
Go for it. That's a miss.
Boo!
Garrow sucks.
I'm gonna back the fuck up. To about I'm trying to hang off the wall.
It is going to make a attack of opportunity on you. Oh yeah. Wait, does it have to hit? for you to be able to do
I
fancy
just have
footwork.
to make a melee attack against it. I don't have to hit it.
Oh, right, fair enough. Yep. I stand corrected. Bronzeworth.
Which is total bullshit from your perspective, but great for me.
Yeah, I'm just thinking that like that's bullshit.
Like, I just have to try and attack it, and then I win.
Bronzeworth, seeing Zez in his sticky predicament, he is going to try and get those.
Damn, the more I look at
webs
that
off
Tim
him.
Jips token, the more he looks like Timble.
Oh,
but no.
That's-
Bronzeworth tries, but he's not endowed with a lot of upper body strength.
that reads like a success to me.
Oh yeah, you guys can see that. Yeah, he fails. So yeah, that was his action. So
He seized
Yeah.
up.
sorry.
Wait, no, because is he stuck now too?
I would, yeah. Oh, actually, yeah. It was a critical fail.
It's a crit
He's
fail.
got a 0. Yeah, he's got his arm stuck in there as well.
Stupid fucking monk.
Bronzeworth is stuck too. Oh dear, this is most troublesome. Herb.
Herb, come help us. It works.
Andy.
Andy,
Sorry?
your turn.
Damn it. Why is no one within 5 feet of this?
Does it have to be 5 feet? Or is it just
Yeah.
melee
Why
range?
not 25 feet?
Yeah.
Andy, does it say 5 feet or melee range?
Huh?
Is it 5 feet or melee range?
5 feet. Uh, 5 feet.
Damn. Okay. Never mind.
I'm just gonna stand here and have a pop at it,
Go for it.
and then I'm gonna hide behind the dead spider if I can.
Roll that attack, and then roll me some stealth. So that hits. So it's going to be a 9.
Do I get advantage?
No, you do not.
Oh.
Tactical, as nondescript as shooting something, then diving behind its dead offspring is. No. I mean, it might miss you. You never know. Before Bear's turn, he is going to make a legendary action, and what this Spider Queen is going to do. She is enraged, and she is going to point her abdomen at the whole group over here, in this general vicinity, and she is going to spray out webs. This time, not at you as such, but just at the area. So there's basically webs. This is all now difficult terrain.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Is it difficult for her?
No, they have web walking.
I want web walking. I want to become Spider Zez.
Oh god.
Spider Zez,
Just
the
like
elephant boy.
An elephant with spider legs.
8 elephant legs.
Yeah, sorry, Bear, continue.
Bear?
Bear?
Sorry. Yes. Right. Let me do one quick thing. Damn it. Right. So I need to try and move. Can I try and break my restraint? What role is that?
Yeah, that's just a strength check.
Fingers crossed.
Oh,
great.
wow. That's a fail, I'm afraid.
Um,
The
Wow.
mighty bear is flummoxed by the
I'm just picturing like a dog when they've
By the
got
web.
those sticky ball things stuck on them, trying to bite them off or something like that, and just
just like
making
gnawing
it
at
so much worse.
it, just getting all in the fur, just getting
Um,
caked in there.
Phew. Well, I haven't been injured, so I have no real use for my bonus action either. Ooh. That's all I got, I guess.
Alrighty, Gork.
Yeah.
Sweet. So, what is my movement? So difficult terrain, it's half movement, isn't it?
Half movement, yes.
That is fine because my movement I think is 30, which means that because it's 20 feet away, I can get within melee range because I'm a long-limbed boy.
Ooh, very handy. Cool.
So that would make me, what, 5, 10. How's that work? Wait, where? 5, 10, 50. There we go. Is that right? That doesn't seem right. Oh, well. I'll do
Yeah.
it center because it's large. Am I in
Yeah,
its melee
that's
range
fair
there? Or am
I
in
would
its-
say so. Yeah, no.
Am I within 10 feet of that? That look right to you?
Yeah, because the angles. Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
the diagonal. Sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll go there. And then I'm going to reach out and touch it and
Reach out and touch it.
cast Bestow Cursed.
Oh, okay. All right. What are you
So-
gonna try and curse it with?
I'm going to use the while cursed, the target must make a wisdom saving throw at the start of each of its turns.
Uh-huh.
If it fails, it wastes its action that turn, doing nothing.
Fuck. Wisdom saving throw or become. So it needs to succeed.
Yeah.
So
true.
wisdom saving throw, which is the Spider Queen's best stat.
Fuck.
It is not.
Oh.
Does
I
a
thought it might
2
not be.
pass?
Close, no.
Oh, damn.
But I'm glad that it is not its best stat because that's quite useful. Bearing in mind
Oh,
it has to make
Oh,
that wisdom
wise,
throw
wise Spider Queen.
now at the beginning of every one of its turns.
Fuck. Yeah. So that Spider Queen is cursed.
Cool.
You may
There we
have
go
to
then.
remind me about that.
Yeah, I will endeavour to do that. And I'm concentrating, so I'm going to change that on my token.
Okay. Lovely. It says.
Oh,
Can we wrap the session up once we finish?
Yeah.
there's
come back.
so much choice. Just right on
Who
it.
drew that web?
I did.
Oh my fucking god. You're a prick if you hurt me with this and this
Very
ruins
good.
my concentration.
Where
Yes.
are you? I
So
assume you're
just
saying-
behind.
I can do freehand too.
God.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Don't worry, I got you, Gork.
Here's me going, this would be great. It might cripple it. And then Zed is like, nah, fuck your concentration, Gork.
Oh fuck. No, he fails. She fails that. That's gonna be 9 damage. Is it?
Yeah. I mean, you can double it if you want.
That's good. Lovely. You doing anything else?
Just swearing at the spider and being stuck. So yeah, I guess
It
that's my turn.
All right, the Spider Queen. She's gonna roll a Wisdom saving throw, which is a nat 20. So she is able to act, and she has seen the long furry thing attack it, and she is not pleased. So she is gonna run over to Gork and try and bite you.
Oh,
There's a 22 hit.
Yes.
That is 18 piercing damage and 10 poison damage.
Okay. That was a lot.
And make a con save for me.
Yep, give me just a second. A con save, you say?
Con save, yes. You are poisoned.
No problem. I'm now going to roll a second con save
Oh, yeah,
for
for
the
your concentration.
And
You
fuck.
is no longer cursed.
I didn't fuck it. Yeah.
Alrighty. That is its turn. Garrow.
Well. The web, is it everywhere or just on the ground?
It is on the ground.
So my understanding is that climbing speed is half of your normal speed.
Yeah, so you could choose to climb up the wall and then climb along the ceiling. Okay, you could choose to climb along the ceiling for half damage, for half movement, or walk like a normal person for half movement.
I'm a
We both know
fucking...
what it's gonna be.
I will hang from the ceiling like a goddamn wizard.
Roll me an acrobatics check, because this is kind of in a stressful situation. I would say, yeah, you managed to adequately, like,
I'm a goddamn
monkey your fucking way over, out-spider this fucking spider.
fucking spiders. As soon as I saw enemies on the ceiling, I was like, I feel like he's just taunting me at this stage.
I didn't actually honestly think about it.
Is the spider on the ground?
It's on the ground now, yeah.
Ah, alright, well in that case, I want to fucking ride that bitch like a fucking cow.
Alright.
I will jump on it. Do I need to roll anything, or can I just jump
I
on
was
it?
saying, so are you just trying to jump on it, not trying to damage it in any way?
Well, I'm going to jump on it, and then once I'm sat astride it, I'm going to attack it.
I'll say roll an attack. If you manage to hit, I'll count that as you landing on it and the attack hitting. If you
Will
miss,
that be my
like
attack?
you miss, yeah, that'll be your attack. I'll include it in the attack.
Right, okay.
Too light, really light.
You haven't given me... we've been given bardic inspiration so far, other than temporary hit points.
No.
Not this thing. I forgot that's the thing I could do. Not gonna lie.
Fucking darn.
It's the most common thing for bugs to forget, trust me.
Alright, fuck it.
It's a bonus action in it as well.
Fucking
Yeah.
stab this bitch in the back of the neck. Yeah!
Go for it. Yeah, so you fucking like fall from the ceiling in a drum. If the Spider Queen had an intelligence more than 2, it would be able to appreciate the irony.
Fucking OG pirate spider monkey right here, bitches.
Yeah, go for it. So another d6. That's 10. 13. Roll that sneak attack. 10, 13, plus another 11, 22 points of damage. Oh no, sorry, 32 points of damage. Is that right?
One of the best bit.
Yeah.
There's an extra attack.
The 15 misses, unfortunately.
Oh, you mean I don't get advantage for riding that bitch?
Probably not with a whip, if I'm honest.
I would say
Yeah.
probably not with a whip. Yeah.
It has reach. It's not a disadvantage for close range.
Well,
It
if you
might
think
be
about how a whip
baller,
works,
don't get me wrong.
it'd be very hard to whip close range.
Yeah, but in the rules, nowhere does it say it's hard.
Actually, there is, the lance has kind of things with disadvantage if you're using it close. So, yeah, no, fuck it, yeah.
Fair point. Fair
Advantage.
point.
Yeah, an extra 6 damage. Why not? Yeah, you hit him. You whip him. You whip it real good. You whip it good.
I think Garrow might have a thing for spiders.
I watch Garrow whip, and then I watch him nay.
No.
Very good.
Then I cast Shatter.
Thunder wave when everyone's this close.
Is Bronzeworth's turn, and he is going to try again to try and extricate himself out of this. Fuck.
They're going to be here forever.
He is not. Help! A little bit little bit. Now his legs are kind of getting stuck in it, and him and Zez are slowly getting fused together. Herb, before your turn, the Spider Queen is going to take a legendary action to try and reach up with one of its arms and smack Garrow. So that's going to be a attack. That's going to be... Does a 20 hit? Garrow.
Yes.
That will be 16 piercing damage.
Oh. Wait, but I'm on its back. How did it hit me?
It's got very long, opposable legs.
Long opposable legs.
Oh.
Makes sense to me.
It's
This
a
is
magical spider
creature.
Fucking.
Fucking fantasy.
Fucking bullshit. Fucking magic sorcerers and fucking
Only
dragons
I
game.
Bullshit things.
Only I am allowed. Yeah. Only I am allowed to fucking spider climb across the ceiling and rodeo this fucking monster.
What's Tim Jit's been doing in all this?
He's cowering.
In the middle
He's
of
cowering
a
real
safe
good.
spot. Yeah.
He's playing dead.
Good call.
Basically, as soon as this happened, now you've noticed it. Tim Jibbs has just been lying on the floor, motionless this entire time. But none of you remember anything seeming to hit him. There's no blood or anything.
Arachnophobia.
Herb, yeah, it's your turn.
I'm going to run up behind this. Actually, firstly, I'm going to stealth to creep around behind it.
Okay, yeah.
I assume it's looking towards the group.
Its attention is turned towards those guys. Yes.
Okay, so I want to sneak in some capacity to here. So let me roll stealth.
Okay. Yes. And roll some attack with sneak attack.
Ooh, this is my favourite thing.
That's a hit. Roll some. So that's a 5 plus 7. That is 12 points damage.
And then I'm gonna. Is there any features to this? Is that like a wall?
That's like a little buttress thing, yeah.
Okay, well, can I?
Remember, this is all difficult terrain, so you're at half movement. So I would say you made it over to the
minute.
spider, so you probably don't have much more.
Wait a minute.
Fucking really.
Does that help though?
I don't think so. Climbing, you're not climbing. Nah, you're not climbing.
Okay, wait a minute. Wait a cotton picking minute.
I honestly don't think you have anything for this.
I can dash my cunning action.
Yeah, you can, I suppose, yeah. And then you'd be out of the difficult terrain. Sure. Actually, no, you used a bonus action.
Hmm?
You used your bonus action to stealth beforehand.
Okay.
Hiding is a cunning action.
Okay, I'll just wait here.
You bear.
Bear?
Bear.
Bear. Sorry. I do not respond to Bear for some fucking reason. That's my name. Well, the big spider is now within 20 feet of Bear. So
Oh, yeah.
Bear's gonna psychically attack the spider. With reckless attacks.
As bears are
regardless
wont to
that
do.
it doesn't matter. Either way, Bear's always reckless.
Oh, dang.
It's
Okay.
not like my AC can get any lower.
8 plus... 11. So yeah, 19 points of damage. Oof.
Psychic bear. That will end my turn. Thank you.
So yeah,
How is this fucking spider looking?
That's a very good point. He is he is starting to look well. She is looking worn, but still like she's got a bit of gas in the tank. She is sturdy stuff.
So about
Gas is
50%.
flammable.
Well, yeah, a little bit less, maybe, in your estimation. Gork.
Cool. So what I'm gonna do is recast the
Bestow
whatchamacallit? Bespoke, yeah, the bespoke curse. This that bestow curse.
Bestow.
The same attempt at making its
Wisdom
effort
save.
wisdom save. Yeah.
What was the save? Does a 14?
Yeah, 14 would make it.
Sorry. Yeah,
Sad
passes.
times. And then what I will do as a bonus action, just thinking what I'm gonna do here. I was just reading something. I'm going to use my Mantle of Majesty.
All right. The hell? Oh. Take on appearance of an unearthly beauty. This sounds amazing. During this time, you can cast command as a bonus action on each of your turns. Fucking hell.
Mm-hmm. So I've got to check what command is.
I think it basically lets you command them to do like a simple. I think it's a one-word.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Command. So what's the save?
Die.
Pardon?
Tell it to die.
I can't.
I don't think you can tell it
There's
things.
a set list, realistically.
I think there's. Yeah, I don't think you can tell it to do anything that's going to damage itself. Like you can't tell it to like stab itself or jump off a cliff or stuff like that. But yeah, what is the? Is there a DC? Is there a save on that or something?
I believe.
There probably would be on command, but probably not on Mantle of Majesty.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, so there is a save, but when I cast command, but if it's charmed by me, it would automatically fail its command, which I haven't done. So anytime I use the command thing, it would have that.
Wisdom saving.
So yeah, command has a wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
That
is 19.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so
on this occasion it passes.
On this occasion it passes.
But you get to do that every turn.
That's true, as a bonus action without expending spell slots. What I'm learning is when I level up, I'm increasing my fucking charisma a bit.
Oh. Lovely. Zez.
Everyone's standing a bit close for Shatter. Everyone got to get so close to the fucking spider.
You're probably running out of spell slots as well.
We're fighting a sticky creature.
So I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast.
Oh fuck yeah, they both hit 22 damage.
5 rolls.
Minus 22. Okay, yeah, he is. She is starting to look a little bit more ropey now. You managed when you fired those off, you managed to blast off one of its legs. On the front, and it squeals and screeches and rears back, and Gara's doing a real good job of fucking rodeo clowning this shit. And funnily enough, he's gonna come back round. to the queen, and
The queen.
the very beautiful. I'm trying to imagine what a beautiful bugbear looks like. I'm just imagining like.
I mean, it wasn't
full
say
body
beautiful. It's
perm.
just inspiring.
Oh,
So,
right.
like, my fur is glowing.
Okay.
You know, I like to think emit like a little bit of a
the
soft
phrase you're
glow.
looking for is radiant.
Yeah.
It takes umbrage to your unexplained beauty, and it's going to try and bite you.
That's fine.
Does a 23 hit?
Only just.
That is 12 piercing damage and 8 poison damage.
I immediately fall unconscious.
Oh, dang.
Well, that's not very inspiring.
Still glowing, but unconscious.
And then it's kind of thrash over here. I'm going to say Garrow. Fuck, comes along with.
Just seeing all this, it gives me a good idea for a pub game.
Alright, so, where's...
Ride the spider.
So I'm just
Yeah.
going to make sure Garrow's on top.
If only there was a woman in our party, because I hear that they're quite good at swallowing spiders. It's usually to catch a fly, though.
There we go.
What's wrong with you, Dan?
Oh, how long have you got?
Garrow.
Alright. Fuck this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Stab this bitch.
So I'm afraid. Oh no, because we were saying it's with advantage, weren't we? So that does hit.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
There's no one within 5 feet of her.
No one else. No.
No one conscious, anyway. Ah!
Yeah.
Whip that bitch.
And that does hit as well. Nice. She is getting as you stab into the top of its head. You manage to take out 2 of its eyes, and there is just fluids and gush just pouring out.
All right, I'm going to say
It is
current-
squealing and bucking even more. Make a dex save for me to prevent being kicked off.
Not good enough, apparently.
No, I'm going to say you get thrown clear, just off to the side. You don't take any damage, but you are no longer mounted.
Oh no, whatever will I do?
Lovely,
Climb back
Bronzeworth.
on.
Bronzeworth, don't worry, sir. I've got this. I think I've got the knack of it. Yeah, I think what you have to do, it's like one of those puzzles. You just got to lean into it.
He's just there playing with it like it's one of those like cat's cradle things.
Yeah, so Bronzeworth tries to lean into it, but then he just ends up even more stuck.
Full on like faceplant. He's stuck.
Fucking
This
hell.
is where he's going to die. Because we're just going to leave him here.
Just like attached to Zez's back. Herb.
He can be my 3PO.
Right.
End this bitch.
You are very close to ending this bitch.
I'll run in and just have her.
Go for it.
Come here, darling.
Hello, Poppet.
Hello, puppet.
Yeah, roll sneak attack because Garrow's near there.
We know you're here, puppet.
So creepy, Andy.
Oh, Andy, how do you want to?
Oh
You-
man, I always get to pick these.
So you tend to do big bursts of damage, which tends to do it.
Yeah, after we've done all the fucking work.
Can I tickle her underbelly and get her attention,
Yeah.
and then thrust my rapier up through her thorax?
Okay, yeah, you managed to deftly dance in between the like thrashing legs and underneath, in kind of the eye of the storm, as it were, you take out your rapier and just shove it up,
I do
and
like
just sort of twist it about a bit.
Do you hold a small little jar of liquid that's glowing as you do this? Thanks for the laugh, Richard. Appreciate it.
I got it.
I'm sorry, Dan. I didn't get that.
It's
Get away
Sam
from
Gamgee.
Huh?
Shelob. That's how Sam killed Shelob.
Oh, right.
Of course.
I don't remember stuff like that.
But yes, the Spider Queen screeches her last and falls to the floor dead. And you have solved the spider puzzle.
How complicated puzzle, that.
Yeah.
Keep stabbing it until it dies.
I
mean, sometimes the direct approach is the best.
I think
Was
that
there
would
actually
work
a
in
puzzle?
real life.
Stab thing.
Sorry?
It wasn't actually a puzzle, was it?
No, it was not. No,
Just checking.
Yeah, so in the immediate aftermath, I'm going to imagine you guys managed to eventually free Bronzeworth, Zez, and Bear from the, webby mass they have now morphed into.
Help me.
Tim Gyps cracks an eye open when it all goes quiet, and he goes, "Oh, well, good work, lads. Well done. I was nearly had to step in there, but yeah, you seem to handle that fine."
Can I hit him?
You're still stuck.
Am I still stuck?
Yes. No, you're free.
Okay, cool. Now can I hit him?
Yeah. You little bastard.
Don't know who you're calling little small man.
Yeah, he looks around and goes, when Bronzeworth has finally been freed, he looks around, sees Gork lying dead, and goes, "Oh dear, okay, oh my," and comes over and heals him for 30 points of healing.
Jesus, that's almost full health again.
Bronzeworth is very good at for that. But yes, we can. So we shall leave it there with you guys battered, bruised, but having vanquished the spider.
Okay.
I will say, are you guys doing your traditional looting of area?
Of
Oh,
And
course.
yeah.
Always.
collecting spider venom.
Who is helming that? Who is?
Can I collect spider venom? Not really.
Roll
Can I assist with the spider?
nature. Yeah, roll a nature check with advantage if Bear's
Oh, thank
assisting.
fuck.
Happy to help.
Okay, yeah, no, you managed to take a spare flask, and you managed to take essentially one dose of Spider Queen venom.
Yeah.
So when applied to a weapon, you can put it in the description or whatever. The first attack with that poison will do an extra 2d8 poison damage.
Is her chitin particularly strong?
It's pretty solid. It's quite light.
Can I somehow forge it into armor for Bear?
Continue.
Spider bear. Spider bear.
Being that they are of
Roll-
a similar size.
I'm imagining Bear's helping with this, so yeah, roll a nature check or a medicine check, whichever you want, with advantage.
Oh. Let me just check before I do something with this, whether or not I've got anything that might help me with this. Spell wise. No, I don't. Not right now. I can't inspire myself. But hey, okay, that's fine. Let's roll it and hope for the best. Here we go. Oh,
All right. Yeah, 17. I would say, yes. So on the bits that haven't been completely ravaged, you manage to take one of the big main bits. Well, two of the big main bits on the front, on the top and the underside of her abdomen, which have a big sort of like basically a big plate. And you manage to take a couple bits here and there from the legs and the joints and stuff. So you have what you imagine is the component parts to make enough raw materials, certainly. For yes,
cool.
some kind of giant bear suit of armor, spider armor.
Can I? Can I try and like forge it now as part of this and like put him on him, or do I need?
I'd say you might need a bit of time, or potentially someone with some expertise to try and do that.
Cool. How much would you say the spider cone weighs, just so I know to carry? Wait.
I would probably say it's surprisingly lightweight when you manage to get the plates off. So, probably like 20.
Are we getting Dom bear armor?
20 pounds for like all of that.
Getting
20
bear
pounds is
spider
good.
armor.
Make sure to get some legs so we can glue extra legs onto bear.
That is
I
true. That way I can
I
pass
like
as
this
spider
idea,
spider.
but I decide to not do this idea because they're just something to grab hold of.
Sorry, yeah. So who is
No,
investigating the
it's-
area?
Hmm?
Who is investigating the area?
I know the way.
Yes, and I imagine someone was helping you. So, yes, good. Someone was helping you. So, yes, with a 19. So yes,
Definitely not a 1.
attached to the ceiling, you managed to find several wrapped up cocoons with which look like bodies in varying states of liquefaction in them.
Good word.
Tasty.
That's tasty, laddie.
Inside one of them, you come across a
An
set of-
enchanted short sword. Woo!
you come across a very nice set of boots, which seems to have held up very well compared to the rest of the
Booty, you
gooey center.
A nice pair of booties.
Very nice pair of booties.
What kind of booty?
Roll an Arcana check.
I have no skill in that whatsoever.
I can
Anybody
help.
else? You roll, I'll assist you.
Okay.
That
was so bad.
Zez, these
I will
boots are
not do
probably
it
magic.
myself. I was like, I'll do this myself. I won't do this myself.
These are boots.
Yeah, no, these boots are probably magic, as far as you know.
I will put them on.
All right. What are you gonna do?
Do I have any sense of what they may enable me to do?
All right, yeah. So you test them out, and you just try and just stand on them, kick them about.
Jump up and down, walk around a bit. See if I
When
can
you go to jump, you put in what you think is the right amount of force. But actually, what happens is you catapult into the ceiling. Roll 1d6. You take 5 bludgeoning damage from smacking your head into the ceiling.
I'm gonna shoot off.
So what you have is some boots of striding and springing.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and we shall leave it there.
Cool. Good work, team.
So
Excellent.
Go team.
I am
You
not
go
good in a
away
fight,
then.
guys. I am not good in a fight.
Do you
I don't know.
Where the Ugandan people?
Back-to-back shatters was pretty fun.
That was
The
fun.
shatters were fun.
Oh yeah.
I'm good in a fight as long as, I guess, people aren't getting in the way of the enemy. Because as soon as they get close,
It does make it harder when there are people nearby and you're like, but all of my fun spells.
Hey,
For me to
all
do
about
anything, I have
psychic
to be
bear.
close. Well, no, actually, no, I don't have to be, but someone else has to be for me to.
That's a really good item for me.
Yeah, I don't think a better person could have got
I'm
those
like a
boots.
monkey. I can now jump really, really fucking high.
Yeah. You get the idea that seems to have been these sewers seems to be well traveled by thieves and second story men.
Mm.
So that's probably where they got some of those.
Excellent.
Marvelous.
Yeah, but we've established they weren't very good with spiders. And we are, so we're better than them.
I mean, not all of the spiders, were we, if we're honest?
Mm.
One of our party struggled.
Hey.
But Gork struggled with
Why you gotta call me out
everything.
like
I do
Do
think.
you know what? Do you know what I don't struggle with? Being charismatic, guys.
Maybe
Yeah, but you have to be
should-
conscious for that.
Maybe
Remember
you
that-
should consider
that
some
nat
better
20?
armor. Can bards wear heavy armor?
No. Bards can only wear, I believe, light armor. I believe that's the case. But I have elf chain or whatever it was.
Oh yeah, you got a nice, nice.
Which makes me a little bit more thing. Yeah, I can only wear light armor. Sam. Well, good chat, Sam. Glad we had it. Literally talking to him for like 30 seconds. No words.
I was listening. I'm looking up.
You weren't listening.
I am.
God.
There's a feat you could take. If you take the moderately armored feat, you get a +1 dex, and you can then use medium armor.
I'm aware.
Or you could take one level of cleric, and that would give you access to heavy armor and shields and all weapons.
Yep.
Or it's probably your only options at this stage, to be honest.
Although I'm pretty sure for multi-classing into a cleric, I don't meet the requirement.
Right. Good night, guys.
No, mate.
Fair enough.
13
Alright.
wisdom.
Boo! Unwise bitch.